morning. My name is Melody. I want to welcome you to my home and to my channel. I called it Behind Closed Doors because that's literally what it is. I'm behind closed doors due to various situations. So I do have a favor to ask. I need you to let me know what you think of the content. I know the length of the videos have been too long, so I'm really trying to get those down below 30 minutes. If you could let me know whether, good, bad, or indifferent, critique the devil out of this and give me some ideas on which way you would like to see my videos go, whether I need to concentrate more on the cooking end or the lifestyle end or, whatever it is. Today, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to get this video below 30 minutes one way or the other, but I am going to do like a southern fried chicken, but with chicken breast. I'm going to do cheddar cheese biscuits, and then I'm going to do a gravy to go with that. Now, you can add to this by, rice, mashed potatoes, peas, green beans, any vegetable that you so like. But I'm just going to concentrate on the fried chicken and biscuits today, and the gravy, of course. So, hopefully I can get some feedback from you. That's Andy, he's visiting. And we will take it from there. So, I hope that you can follow with me today and let me know how you feel with the content of this, especially this one video. So, hope to see you then. Well, good morning. And it is morning. Uh-oh. No, 5 after 12. So, I missed it again. Today, we're going to do fried chicken breast and biscuits. And with that, I'm going to make a gravy. So this is just an old Southern favorite. Let's see, how can I explain this that's modernized? My mother used to make this all the time. I remember her standing at the stove making fried chicken, out of legs and, cut up a chicken, flour it, bread it, throw it and cook it. We're not going to do all that. This is going to be very easy. It's going to be quick. It's going to be tasty. And I'm going to keep it under 30 minutes. I promise. My goal. So anyway, what I'm going to do with, as far as the biscuits go, I'm going to go ahead and make those first. But I'm not using, normally I use self-rising flour, roll them out. I'm not doing it this time. I'm using actually Bisquick. And in this Bisquick, I put a tablespoon of garlic powder. The butter that I'm going to put on top is just melted butter, 2 tablespoons. My tables and my teas, I keep messing up. And I put some garlic powder in that as well. I've got my cast iron skillet ready to go. You can put your biscuits in anything. They're going to be drop biscuits. I'm going to do them with my cookie scoop. 2/3 cup of milk or buttermilk, some Old Bay seasoning, and some cheddar cheese. Now, this is along the same lines as the lobster. There's lobster biscuits that you get at that fast food restaurant. So, with that being said, let's get busy. So, what I'm going to do first is we're going to put 2. The recipe calls for 1. I'm putting 2. Of course, I have to change it. 2 teaspoons of Old Bay in there, and this is 2 1/4 cups of Bisquick. Stir that up pretty good. And then what I have left in here, which is about 1/4 cup of Mexican style cheddar cheese, very finely, very fine. It's not only cheddar, it's actually Monterey Jack, quesadilla, and it's finely shredded cheese. Okay, that's all there is to that. And we're going to put our milk in there. Well, I've got buttermilk in mine. Get rid of that. Let's just see what we have. I'm stirring this with one of the Swedish dough hook. It just makes mixing breads, quick breads, doughs, things like that so easy. You're not killing yourself trying to get it incorporated. And we're almost there. You don't want to overwork it, but you want to get it blended. There we go. We're there. See how easy that was? And it's all done with our dough hook. Made easy work out of that as I throw things everywhere. So let's go ahead and get our skillet over there. Don't pack it too tight because it'll be too dense. There we go. See, this is going to be really easy. It'll taste real good with that fried chicken and gravy. I think I might just have enough too. That worked out. Now, I do want these close together, and I'll tell you why. If they're close together, when they rise up instead of out. Let's see if I can get this little half of one in there. Hate to waste stuff. Squeeze him in there. See what we got. Oh yeah, he'll go in there. I'll eat that one. Okay, let me rinse my hands off. And let's see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Here's our butter. And I did add garlic powder to this butter. Then on top, and I'm going to also put this on after they come out of the oven. That's why you need a little bit more than a tablespoon. Already smells good. Garlic smells really good. And that Old Bay, oh my. Okay. So, that's it. So, when these come out, I'll show you what they look like. Okay, our biscuits are done. They're out of the oven. Let me show them to you real quick. Let me keep them over here so I can keep them warm. I kept the oven at 400. The biscuits were baked at 425 for about 20 minutes. And like I said, those are not like the old Southern self-rising flour biscuits that are rolled out. Those are just drop biscuits from a Bisquick recipe. Okay, so what I did, I marinated a chicken breast. I butterflied it. And what we're going to do, oh darn, I didn't get my tongs. Let me get my tongs. Pull these out of here. And it's marinated in a garlic Caesar dressing. You can marinate in anything you want. You can do a honey mustard, garlic, whatever your heart desires, even barbecue. And I'm just gonna take this and pat it. I'm not doing, the rolling flour, egg, cornmeal, and then back in flour. This is just a lightly breaded chicken breast that we're going to brown in our skillet, and then we're going to pop in the oven to finish up while I make my gravy. That's it. Okay, so let's get this guy in there. And like I did say, this is one chicken breast that I butterflied. It just takes such less time to do it this way than the thicker breast. And there's just two of us. We just don't need all that food. So you learn after a period of time, you get rid of all your chicken stuff that you worked with. You just want to make sure everything's covered. Now also, this is basically the same recipe that I made my skinny Parmesan chicken with. It doesn't have, all the calories to it. So, and you want to make sure your skillet is hot. And we'll get rid of all of this. You know, working with chicken, you just got to be very, very careful. Let me turn this down a little bit. Because you don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So I try to either get rid of what I'm working with or put it in bleach water or, you know, whatever. Like this towel that I use, well, it's not a towel, it's a washcloth, is our dishcloth, sorry, is that I actually have bleach water sprayed on it in this area. Okay. So let's see where we are with this. I just want to brown the outside and then I'm going to stick it in the oven. And like I said, I've got that set on 400. And that's pretty already. Let me turn it back up. Did you notice I've got my little eye, my electric eye, so that I'm not dragging out that huge frying pan? This won't take long at all to finish up. So what we're going to do, I don't know whether I want to take that out now. Let me let it brown just a tad more. Okay, so I think we're sufficiently brown. I'm going to turn this down a bit because I'm going to get ready to make the gravy. But we're going to go ahead and put our chicken in our skillet and get it in the oven, finish up cooking. I'll show you how pretty this looks. So it just needs maybe, I don't know, 5-6 minutes in the oven just to brown up a little bit more. And then we're going to keep these drippings from this chicken to make our gravy. And I'm also making iced tea back here. If you hear my my teapot making all kinds of noise. Okay. So what we're going to do here, let me turn this back up. This is going to be a milk gravy. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more. I'm going to add, I want to do my coarse ground, remember my coarse ground pepper? Because this is more or less like a pepper gravy too. Got a lot of pepper in it. But do it according to your own taste, your own family's taste. Okay. A little bit more of salt. This is that pink. Yeah, there's a mailman. Andy's helping this morning. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get that stirred up. I don't want this prawn to get any darker because we don't want them to burn. So we're just going to put, I don't know, maybe 2 here we go with the tables and the teas again, guys. Tablespoons of flour. You can use either all-purpose, you can use self-rising. I've used them both. I don't see a bit of difference. This happens to be all-purpose. So I'm going to sprinkle that in there, like so. And we're going to cook it down a little bit. That also gives you an idea of, are we okay with the flour to milk mixture? And I think we are. This will be, oh, it smells wonderful already. Brings back so many memories watching my mom make this. Well, and my mother-in-law too. She made this quite a lot. But a lot of people back in the day, in our parents' generation, you know, after World War II, the 50s and 60s, this was the way they cooked, especially Southern families. And up to today, I shouldn't say did cook because they still cook like this. Okay, so this is like 1.5 cups of just regular milk. I'm going to add this to the gravy, a little bit at a time because I don't want it to get lumps in it. Just like so. It's going to thicken up on you anyway, so just do it a little bit at a time. And then you can turn the heat down so it doesn't just keep cooking and get too like gluey thick. You don't want that. You want a thin, smooth, white gravy. And this is really pretty. There we go. Very, very pretty. And I think I'm going to make it to my 30-minute mark, guys. And I'm not going to need any more butter. I had that set aside just in case I was going to need more, but I don't. Yeah. They see something. I think it's a mailman coming back. Okay, let me taste this for seasoning. It's not ready. I just want to taste it. No, it's good. It's good. All you have to do is thicken it up. Let me turn it back up a little bit. Yeah, if you don't mind, and I would so appreciate it. Oh, they see a squirrel. That's what it is. To let me know about the content on my videos. If you have any ideas or suggestions or critiques, please don't be afraid to let me know. I need that at this point in time. Okay, let me check my iced tea. Let me turn my iced tea off. If I don't, it's going to boil over. I make sweet tea. I make it by the gallons because that's all I drink. Now it's gorgeous, guys. Oh, yeah. Pretty. Over those biscuits. Mmm. And our chicken. Let me taste it again. It's really, really, really good. Clean off my spoon. Get a little bit more thickness. And that's it. We're done. Turn the heat off. Put this to the side. Oh, beautiful. Chicken gravy. So reminds me of my mom. Saw her make this so many times. Okay, what I'm going to do for now, because I'm going to be bringing the chicken out shortly. I'm going to pour this right in here in the milk container. Just to park it for a while. I get some water on this pan. So you don't have to make a big amount of any food to have a good meal. Just pare it down to what you need and what tastes good to you. All right, I've got everything out of the oven. The biscuits are done. I've already put the garlic butter on top of them. I've got one broken in half. Of course, you can put as many as you want on there, but here's our gravy. We're going to put our gravy. And of course, if you're, entertaining, you want prettier dishes than what I'm using right now. But here's your fried chicken breast, biscuits and gravy. And I put some grapes, some red grapes on there. Green grapes would be pretty too. Or a cantaloupe would even be nice. But I wanted to show you real quick, if I can get my towel. How the chicken breast looks before, because it's very hot, before I put the gravy on it. Okay. And there you have it. I want to taste the biscuits and gravy. Now, my mother never made these biscuits. She made, the self-rising biscuits that were rolled out. These are good. I do like them. The garlic note in there and the Old Bay. It does spruce it up a little bit. But I know many people that would say, no, don't mess with that. So that's it. I think I kept it under 30 minutes. And tomorrow we're going to do that chocolate chiffon pie with a graham cracker crust that I was going to make today. And hopefully the weather will be nice and bright and pretty instead of all these storms that we've been having knocking out the internet. So with that, please be kind to one another. Take care of yourself, your friends, your family, and your loved ones. And check on your neighbors next door. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. With that, thank you for stopping in my house today. And please come again. Bye-bye.